And now we're gonna get into the boxing segment of our program. Cause somebody give me something to drink. You guys want me coughing here? I mean, come on, jeez. Hey, little guy, how you doing, man?
Fine.
You like working here with our staff?
Yes, my baby candy.
We pay you in candy. That's right, but that's the contract you signed, little guy. Gotta watch them big words. But you know what? Today is payday. There you go. After your shift. Jeez, I'm great. Somebody stop him. Stop him. I want him docked. Dock him 5 Skittles and 6 Starbursts. Dock him. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean for you guys to see that. Just that we run a tight shift here at this moment right now. We have to be aware of things like that. But my apologies. And like I was saying, let's get back into our program and let's talk about boxing. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Is boxing on the ropes? Is UFC here to stay? And I'm gonna open up with those questions. We're gonna discuss that some. Boxing. Now, the fight everybody wants to see, the fight that everyone needs to see, and the fight that will kind of get boxing off the ropes is, I'll give you 5 seconds to tell me the two guys. 2 seconds. Pacquiao and Mayweather. Guys, what's going on there? Talk to me here. What's going on here? The fans want to see it. The world needs to see it. You guys need to make it happen, and it's not happening. That fight should have happened 3 years ago, and I don't know what's going on. Well, the last thing we need now is like a Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones kind of fight where they fought like 10 years later and nobody was really interested. Guys, don't let that be you. Boxing needs for this fight to happen. In all my years, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen in my days 2 fighters destined to fight, and for whatever reason, then it's not happening. And when I say my day, I'm talking about when Hagler Hearns and Duran and Sugar Ray, the original pretty boy. Those guys just fought. It just happened, and now I don't know what's going on with this fight. It's like they can't get the money right at the gate. The pay-per-view earnings, the enhancement drugs. It's like so much, you know. One guy's saying, talk to my manager, talk to my promoter. Another guy's saying, I'll fight you in June, or other guy's saying, I'll fight you in May. I mean, it's just so much foolishness that is happening with this, and it's unreal. I just never seen this, and it's like I don't think they are. I don't think they're gonna fight. Right now, Mayweather. By the time you see this, he's already done fought Cotto. And Cotto, that's a dangerous fight, and they're both fighting guys. They've been doing it like for 3 years now, fighting guys that could get in there and get a lucky punch and really, do some damage. And Cotto is a desperate guy, a guy whose career is up against the ropes. So he is looking for, to redo his career, and this is a perfect fight, and that's all he needs. He's a strong guy. That's all he needs is one good punch, and Mayweather could be in trouble. My prediction, Mayweather will beat him. I think Mayweather's going to get hit pretty hard, but I think Mayweather will beat him. Why I think they're not fighting? I don't think they want to fight each other. I think Pacquiao doesn't want to fight Mayweather because I think he thinks he'll lose. And I think Mayweather doesn't want to fight Pacquiao because if he doesn't beat him convincingly, he will get robbed in Vegas, his hometown. So many people want to see him lose. I mean, let's be real. A lot of people, tune in hoping that Mayweather will lose. But love him or hate him, people pay to watch him. And the thing about Mayweather, that's greatness right there. That's greatness. That's something like, it's kind of like back in the day when Sugar Ray Robinson fought, and like a lot of guys in my generation, they didn't get to see that guy fight. He was great. We're looking at greatness here, and you gotta appreciate it. It's kind of, you gotta appreciate that. So on that note, you guys need to fight. But I got a question for you guys, and I'm gonna try to throw this out there. You tell me what you think. Give me your feedback. Who do you think would win between Sugar Ray Leonard, the original pretty boy of boxing, and Mayweather? Now, before you answer that question, and some of you guys might know this, but Sugar Ray actually fought Mayweather's father and beat him back in the day. But I'm talking about this Mayweather. I'm talking about pretty boy Floyd. The guy that's hard to hit, can't be touched, too quick. Who do you think would win? Because Sugar was one of the smartest fighters. Sugar would find a way to beat you. He was quick, he was powerful, he would find a way to beat you. And I'm just curious who you think. So give me that feedback and just chew on that for a while. But you know, boxing, you think about some of the great fighters, Hagler, Hearns. You think about Larry Holmes. Of course, the greatest of all time, Ali. And you can go on forever. And it's what seems to be happening now is UFC and mixed martial arts is slowly taking over. And it's kind of interesting to see if that's here to stay. Right now, just the other day, John Jones fought Evans. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not really sold on UFC yet. And when I say sold on, it means I would never buy a pay-per-view fight. I just, but I like Jones. I mean, and these guys are real deal. It's just something to watch. I like Jones, and I just seen the fight, and from what I read, because I seen clips of the fight, he regained his belt, and I'm just curious to see if UFC is here to stay. What always happens in boxing. So either somebody gets hurt or somebody, unfortunately, people have gotten killed in the ring, and I'm just curious to know if that was to happen in UFC. Would it still survive after something like that? Not that I'm not wanting that. I'm just seeing how far the sport could be pushed before somebody says, you know what, maybe this wasn't a good idea, because they are raw and they're wicked with it. Another thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about the heavyweight division for a second. The heavyweight division for a second, and it's funny because it makes you appreciate the Mike Tyson days where it was 3 belts, 1 man, and he held it. He went around the world and he beat everybody. Now you got belts here, over there, in my backyard. Everybody has a belt. I mean, I may even have one, not even realize it. But yeah, that's what's happening. Everybody has a belt. It's like 8 belts out there. You have like 7 champs. And that's what's really killing the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division was always like of boxing, and now it's like I don't know who the champ is, and I follow boxing. It just makes you appreciate, the old days when love him or hate him, Mike held it down and he did his thing. But let me ask you a question right now: who do you think has the greatest jab of all time in the heavyweight division? I'm gonna take a guzzle of water. I want you to think about that. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5 seconds up. Okay. Who do you think has the greatest jab in the heavyweight division? I'm not saying the most popular jab, because everybody knows the most popular jab is Ali. The greatest jab in the heavyweight division, in my opinion, belongs to Larry Holmes himself. Larry Holmes himself had the greatest jab, and I'm talking Larry Holmes, not towards the end of his career, but I'm talking about young Larry Holmes when he fought Ernie Shaver, and Ernie Shaver knocked him on his butt. And the young Holmes was sick. He was vicious with it, and that jab was a beautiful thing to see. Even Ali said Holmes had a great jab, one of the best jabs. And if you look at his fights and go back, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. I think what really hurt Holmes, because he never got the props that he should have got, was 2 things. One, beating Ali, ABC, Channel 7. Watch him just beat up on Ali, who was the greatest of all time and everybody loved, was really hard to see. And another thing, the situation with Marciano and the record and the things he said, so that hurt him as well. But Larry Holmes was definitely one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, if not in the top 3. He just doesn't get his props, but I think he should, because he was real deal. Another thing I wanted to talk about was also just old fights, and like I said, I'm going back to the Mayweather Sugar Ray, and that's a fight I would love to see. But listen, we're almost out of time here. We're gonna wrap this up, and that's gonna be an end of that, and we'll see you soon. At this moment, right now, take care.